So when you're doing keyword research, you've probably heard of long tail keywords, primary keywords, secondary keywords, and also different variations of those terms. So essentially what long tail keywords are, they're longer and more specific keyword phrases that users and visitors use and are less likely to type in, but more likely to be relevant to the content that you have. So generally they're a keyword combination of 3 to 6 words or more and are specific and relevant to the video content. When I type in cooking within the keyword planner, I can see here that I do have quite a few primary keywords. So primary keywords are words where there's just the one main word. So cooking would be a primary keyword, as well as sometimes cooking and if it is considered within one word, that can also still be primary. So none of these are really primary. If you go into 2 to 3 words, generally they're secondary. So cooking tips and all of these would be secondary. If you're typing in something like real estate, that's going to be 2 words, but that's also going to be a primary term. So that's the difference between the primary and secondary. So sometimes primary is 1 or 2 words, sometimes they're just a single word. So sometimes it's combo, sometimes it's a single. And this is also going to vary about the amount of search volume and competition. So if a particular phrase like real estate is going to get a whole bunch of searches for those particular primary keywords. So real estate is considered one primary keyword, and you can see the different volumes of searches. So this is searches within Google, but it is relevant to YouTube as well. So when you look down here, most of these are secondary type keywords, and generally those are 2 to 3 word phrases, and then the longer tail are ones that are 4+ word phrases. And they're usually a lot more specific. So they'll throw in a specific location, Colorado Springs real estate, and it would actually be a little bit more specific like this. So you'd go Colorado Springs real estate homes or something else to add a third type of descriptor to that keyword phrase. So as you can see here, this is just 2 keyword descriptors. That's the location and that's the keyword. So even though it is 4 words, it's still considered a secondary type keyword. Here's some Google graphics about long tail keyword charts, and this is why they're called long tail, because as you can see here, the number of search activity for that particular search word, the shorter the phrase is, primary words are going to have a whole bunch of search activity for those words because they're going to be a lot more commonplace. They're going to be used in combination and different types of combinations. As you go down the tail, you see the secondary type words. So these are going to have a little bit less search activity because they're going to be getting a little bit more specific. But they're still going to have more search activity than the long tail keywords. So this is the dragon's tail, the long tail keyword, where it just drops off, continues to flow down the number of searches. So you might be getting a lot less searches, but they're going to be a lot more specific searches. And these are definitely better to be looking at when you're searching for YouTube, because this is something you can base entire video off of, something that's really specific, but it's still getting traffic and has a whole lot less competition than the primary keywords do in the upper section here. So when you go down the tail, it's less competitive. When you go up, it's more competitive. And competitive is what you're looking at and considering when you're trying to rank within search engines, because they only do have those top slots, those top 10 slots within search. And if there's a whole bunch of competition for those top slots, then it's a lot harder to get your videos ranked within those slots. You can see here within the keyword planner that even though some of them do have more monthly searches, you can see the competition rating that's being placed on them. So high is something that you've got to really consider whether you want to place keywords and compete against higher competition wording. And you can see here when I go back to YouTube and I type in real estate that I've got the original keyword is there. So if I was actually trying to rank for a video that was real estate investing in Canada, I would have a lot harder time getting my video noticed and a lot less chance of somebody watching through if they're looking for real estate photography and my video comes up and it's based on investing in Canada. So you can see that as well when you do a search within YouTube. And you can see that if I had created a video that was ranking for investment in Canada, I wouldn't be able to show up as high in the search rankings because there's a whole bunch of competition for real estate. Was to type in real estate investing in Canada, and this is what my video was about. You can see here that you have more of a chance of getting into the higher rankings of the search results. And this is definitely where you want to be when you are trying to rank and optimize your videos and where they're going to show up.